I walked with a silence, swallowed every sound, searching for heaven eyes to the ground. I fought every shadow, cursed every night, till I learned stars are born from dark's endless sky. Every scar was a doorway, every tear was a seed, every question making me. I stopped running from the places I feared and found truth already here. When I opened my heart to the parts I denied, the walls began to dissolve inside. I embraced the fire, I embraced the rain, the joy and the sorrow, the healing and pain. Darkness is sacred, it's where roots grow deep, holding the promise the dawn always keeps. With love as my compass and peace as my guide, I find the eternal that's always inside. No fear left to conquer, no self left to hide. The absolute whispers, you and I are one life. I honor the mountains, I honor the sea, the stranger, the child, the mirror of me. No soul forgotten, no heart stands alone. We're leaves on one ancient and infinite home. Beyond every name, beyond every form, beyond silence, beyond storm, there's presence unchanging, a love without end. We're beginning and ending, no longer content. I embrace the shadow, I embrace the flame, the countless reflections that all bear one name. The darkness was never the end, it carried the dawn. Through peace comes surrender, through love comes release. The roots of suffering into peace, no longer divided, no longer apart. The absolute blossoms inside every heart. So I'll walk through the mist with hands open wide, no longer resisting the turning of tides. For love seeks no victory, no throne, no disguise. It awakens where darkness and light harmonize. And in that moment, beyond fear and time, I discover the infinite has always been mine. Embracing duality is the recognition that much of human life is experienced through apparent opposites. Light and darkness, joy and sorrow, strength and vulnerability, certainty and mystery. Rather the time of erase one side, it invites us to understand how each gives context to the other. We often come to appreciate peace because we have known conflict and courage, because we have encountered fear. Darkness, in this sense, is not only a symbol of suffering or evil, it can also represent the unknown, grief, uncertainty, silence, and the parts of ourselves we would rather avoid. Just as seeds germinate beneath the soil before reaching the sunlight, periods of difficulty can become places where resilience, compassion, and wisdom take root. Darkness does not automatically transform us, but meeting it honestly can. Acceptance of oneself is not resignation or approval of every thought and action. It is the willingness to see oneself clearly, with strengths, limitations, wounds, and aspirations, without denying or hiding any part. From that honesty comes the freedom to grow. When we stop fighting our own humanity, we often have more energy to cultivate kindness, integrity, and change. Love of all things grows from recognizing a shared humanity and interconnectedness. It does not require approving of harmful actions or abandoning discernment. Rather, it is the practice of wishing for the well-being of all beings while still recognizing the importance of justice, accountability, and healthy boundaries. Compassion can coexist with wisdom. Many spiritual traditions speak of a realization that transcends ordinary divisions. Some call it the absolute, others ultimate reality, God, the ground of being, Buddha nature, or simply the deepest truth. Though they describe it differently, they often point toward an insight that beneath the changing forms of life lies a more fundamental unity or wholeness. This realization is generally understood not as an intellectual conclusion, but as something to be lived and experienced. From that perspective, darkness becomes a teacher rather than only an enemy. Fear becomes an invitation to cultivate courage. Acceptance becomes the beginning of transformation. Love expands beyond preference or possession into compassion for all beings. Peace arises not because life is free of hardship, but because one is no longer at war with reality itself. The journey is less about escaping the world than about meeting it fully. As resistance softens, the heart becomes more spacious. In that spaciousness, there can be a quiet recognition that beneath our many differences, every being shares the same longing for peace, meaning, and freedom from suffering. One way to express this insight is: the light does not exist to destroy the darkness, nor the darkness to extinguish the light. Together they reveal the fullness of existence. When we embrace both with wisdom and compassion, fear gradually gives way to understanding.